hold up. We got Sango in here. Yo. Shit. Yo. Everyone say what up, Sango. What up, Kai?
What up, though?
Yo, what's good? How you feeling?
Not much. I was just laughing out that lyric that producer was that was hilarious.
What it say? Cause I don't know shit. I don't know what he's saying. It sound good.
Hey yo, the lyric said, "Hoje eu quero pão," which means
what does that mean,
they don't want some D. I said it wrong. Pão, not pão, but that was crazy.
Yo, ballet funk be having the rawest like vocals, the lyrics, right?
Yeah, bro. I had to. Yeah.
Yo, how you feeling, Sango?
I'm good, man. I'm just dealing with this coronavirus, is quarantine as much as I can in the house, being healthy, being busy.
How's the family? How you doing? You good? You in a good place though? We all quarantined. We're all isolated right now.
Oh yeah, man. I am, man. Just working, just staying focused.
How's that process? You know, because you got two kids. They both y'all in the crib, and you trying to create. I always see you tweeting about how, like just the process of you trying to create, trying to dig, all that stuff is sometimes a struggle. And I know what that's like having a kid too. But how's that been for you? It's
been like pretty much like a just take each day how it comes, bro. You gotta just figure it out. No day is gonna be the same, so.
Yeah. Do you even have like a creative space on where you create or where you're digging from?
I guess right now I be in the kitchen, like the dining room. I have my studio set up in the dining room next to the dining table. I mean, that's where I'm at right now. So it's the best way in the house I can be near my family and like daddy it up while work, because I used to go to the studio and work, and that was my thing, but now I can't go, and a lot of the homie studios is closed, and they got kids too, so it's just crazy.
Yeah, of course. Yo, what's your process right now? Because I was looking at your SoundCloud, and you're pretty active on liking new music or finding new tracks, new artists. What's your process? Because I see there's like a lot of ballet funk in here too, a lot of Brazilian ideas. Is this where you're getting your samples from, or how are you finding all that?
Bro, there's a crazy like other world on SoundCloud when it comes to like finding samples, because like there are some accounts on SoundCloud that they're like just upload like one shots for DJs or like loops for DJs for
for real?
Yeah, for funk karaoke producers and stuff in Brazil. There's like sites, there's accounts that lead to sites where you can download a whole like kits, and it's the craziest thing ever. So I get a lot of my kits from SoundCloud sometimes now.
Amazing. I'm looking right now. There's mostly Brazilian inspired. I'm looking at all the producers, all the artists. I mean, there's some other shit, but is this what you're using? What about Dallas Volume 4? Is this where you're sampling a lot from what you're finding on here?
Yeah, I guess like when I do sample, it's not typically I'm sampling a song. It's just I'm taking like, there's like this thing called base in Brazil when making funk karaoke. A base is what you call a doom cha chicka doom chicka cha. That is called a base or beachy box, whatever you call it. So basically, these like accounts, they just upload new versions of their base or bass, and then it's just like, bro, it's like maybe 70 different files that are like 2 seconds long, 3 seconds long.
In Brazil, SoundCloud is like the main source for a lot of the Brazilian artists and producers. Yeah, that's where they're sharing a lot of music.
Yeah, I would say so, man, because like the way SoundCloud is set up, you can pass links around and like through WhatsApp, and it's just like it's not as like strict as other places finding music. It's just kind of free form. You can upload anything. If it gets taken out, you upload it back up, and it's kind of like the Wild Wild West in some parts of SoundCloud.
What's crazy is like for myself, I've been using this platform for about 10 years, and it went by really quick. But so many of us came up from here. You know what I mean? And a lot of us have elevated and created careers, and we've been able remember the days on 2013, 2015 SoundCloud, like the golden era, 2012 through those 3-4 years. Like, you can upload a track, a whole mix, and announce a whole tour just based off the mix. You know what I mean?
I know, man.
And it's just been such a like inspiration. So for us to be here right now, this is crazy to me. Like, I've had you on the radio show, you know, numerous times, but this is actually like a crazy moment. I actually I was thinking too. I know we're also working on a project with Jules. You know, you and Jules got an EP coming out from a track that we've been teasing for almost a year now. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, man. Like the whole like, let me, you know, get my train of thought. I think the very first moment I heard of Jules was on like a playlist on Spotify or something like that, and then his music was on there, and I was on my way back from Paris to the States, and I was just like on a layover, just going through a lot of Afro beats, and I was like, yo, who is this DJ Jules kid? He's fire. And
let's go to
come to find out, he's like, you know, my age. I'm like, yo, this dude's been putting in work for a long time, for a lot of people that, you know, a lot of people know in the Afrobeat scene. So connected with him, and we were like, yo, we got to just make something, put it out like as a Lucy, and like we never got around to putting it out as a Lucy. So thank God that didn't happen, because like, you know, sometimes you got to just hold tight with stuff that you like are caring for. So fast forward, when I give the track to you, it goes around and it's played on Soulection radio, and it's just ripped. People are playing it at others. I've heard people play it at other shows and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Yeah. It's kind of raw how it happens.
Yeah. Now I remember that we were in the studio, we played that, and you know, like sometimes the people are our best reaction. Once we get a reaction from the people, once they tell us like, yo, what track is that? They're in the DMs, they're on socials, they're requesting it, they're coming up to me in person asking for the song. That's how you know it's a hit. And so that was one of those songs. What's the name of the song? How do you pronounce the song, by the way?
Well, the song that went kind of like, I guess, underground viral in its own way. It's called Angele Ne Fie. It's Twi. It's Twi, which is like a language in Ghana.
Got it. Yeah, because Jules is from Ghana and he's now based in the UK, out in London. And then what's dope is that you guys really came together and have so many different influences in terms of your sounds. Like you have this like very soulful Brazilian style, you know, future beats type of sound. I mean, you're very versatile. You could do anything. If you wanted to make just a beat tape of just like some boom bap shit, you could. If you want to make like a bunch of things with soul samples. And then when you came out with the Baile Funk, you were the first one from the States, in my opinion, to really bring the sound to SoundCloud. And then you have Jules, who's produced for some of the biggest Afrobeats artists out there. Yeah. So bringing you guys both together and then bringing the amapiano sound together and the house sound, tribal house, it's crazy. I'm trying to find the link right now.
There's layers. There's so many layers on the song.
Yeah, I'm trying to find I know we have a private link on SoundCloud somewhere of the track, so we'll get into that. Who are some artists right now are there any like go-to curators on SoundCloud or any producers that you go to, or any artists that like we should play right now for the people?
Man, I would say like one of my favorite DJs right now is DJ Mike Nasty out of Memphis. He just moved to New York, and he and I had a conversation years ago, and I was telling him about like how trap music is like the most influential type of like music of the modern era. And I was telling him, I was like, trap music didn't really come from Atlanta like people think it came from. It came from Memphis. And fast forward to like literally a week ago, from that conversation we had years in the past, he made like a Memphis like mixtape based on that conversation, and like you can hear like early elements of trap music and from Memphis and stuff like that. And it takes somebody from Memphis to like really tap in like that, and that's really important. I'm glad he I'm glad we had that talk. I'm glad he uploaded that mix to SoundCloud.
You sent me some tracks right here. Is he in here or no?
Yeah, he's not in there. I was just like thinking off the top, but actually, one of those links that I sent you is literally like one of my go-to places for like how like techno and house. My homie Jay Daniel, he's tight.
Oh,
from,
shout out
Detroit.
Jay Daniel. Yo, I know Jay
Jay
Daniel
Daniels.
for sure.
Yeah,
You know how I found out about him? I found him through Kyle Hall. Kyle Hall back
Kyle
in,
Hall
you know, like
from Detroit as well.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know the Detroit. You know, you also, you know, you grew up in Michigan as well, and in Grand
Yeah.
Rapids. So I know, you know, the Detroit sound has a heavy influence. I think it's dope how you incorporate ballet funk, techno from Detroit, like that OG sound, and then you're also incorporating like a lot of New Orleans bounce music, just a bunch of different things, man. That's what I love about you is like you'll be doing a full hour set, hour and a half, and you don't even care who's watching, who's listening. You'll just go in. And let's bring up this Jay Daniels track and let's play it right now in real time. Jay Daniel, Paradise Valley, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's the smoke.
Technicolor recordings. Let's get into it. Let's get into that right now. Woo!
It reminds me of like old Dilla.
Yeah.
The drums.
That's raw. Ooh. I'm looking at the data right now. This was released in 2016? That's what it says?
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's
Yeah. Broken Nose. This is 2016, so it's almost 4 years old. Shout out Jay
Don't
Daniel.
feel like
though.
it.
Yeah, this is what we call timeless music. In your opinion, what makes a track timeless? What makes it like it has no date on it? When you're producing or when you're listening, what's that process for you?
A lot of it has to do with let me take my headphones off. I got a little delay. A lot of it comes with like let me say, I would say that it's like I can try to think of the words. It has to do with knowing how to access a feeling that feels reminiscent, but pushing a sound forward that makes you come back to it because you're confused or you're wondering why it sounds the way it sounds. So that's kind of like what I would say is like
And for me,
the essence of
it's a little bit of feeling as well. You just kind of feel it. You're like, this feels vintage. It feels contemporary. I barely found out about it, whether it's new or old, no matter when it came out, but it still matters in real time, you know. And to me, like that. To me, when I hear this, it has a lot of elements to it. Here, you hear like it's up tempo. It has like some house elements. It has like that Dilla, you know, sonically it has that Dilla sound, and it makes sense. Like you said, he's based out of Detroit, yeah.
Yeah.
And something about the D, people who come out of the D, man, just have that soul in them. So I definitely feel you in that sense. We have another track right here, one half of Decap's what is it, Theus?
Oh yeah,
Theus?
I'm glad you peeped that. Yeah. Mateus Santos. He
How you say his
is
name?
one of the most. Yeah, Mateus. Yeah, Matthew in Portuguese.
Let's get into it.
My
Let's
man,
get right now.
bro, he is one of the most creative dudes that I've got to know over the years, man. He's like effortless with and like kind of like uncanny when like the way he just moves and like it's just whatever for him.
Yo, he's an A&R
And this song
too.
he's singing.
Yeah, he A&R too.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, let's let this ride out real quick.
Yeah, that's him singing.
Yeah, my man can sing too.
He can, bro. I want him to sing more.
So
And that's like another
how do you say
story,
his
like-
name again?
Mateus.
Mateus.
Mm-hmm.
One half of Decaps.
Yeah, who we found on SoundCloud as well and put out
Yeah.
like a white label with Soulection.
Yo, let me just say this real quick. We're about to play this track in the background, but Sango is one of the illest A&Rs on Soulection, straight up. I mean, Kai, you put me onto Atu. You put me on the D-Pat, who is now 2/3 of Sonder. You put me on the Decaps. You put me on the Waldo. You put me on to I'm trying to think other homie from damn, I don't want to say from Seattle. Other rapper.
Dave B.
Oh, Dave B.
Mhm.
We got Dave B. And you just put me on to so many artists that you brought a lot of people to the team, and you're always
Xavier.
bringing people forward. Xavier Omar, who used to be known as Spazzy Rocket.
Spazzy.
A lot of people don't know that is that like you came forward by working with these artists, and then you brought them to the table. You're like, yo, I think these artists deserve a chance. This was like 5-6 years ago. Let's do something with them. And us being as open-minded as we are, we were just always down. And to see where some of these artists are now, it's just been a really dope process to watch them. So I think it's dope, man. I just want to give you your flowers, your roses while you're here, man.
Oh, thanks.
Because your ear is impeccable. The way you put edits together, the way you put songs together is just like no other. That's why you're one of the living goats, in my opinion. This track right here,
Oh, thank you.
DJ Otto. I know you've been playing it for a minute.
Yeah, so I'll explain this, man. So pretty much, people that don't know me, my wife is Mexican, and she put me onto a lot of different styles of music from Mexico. Even like talking to her cousins that still live in Mexico, talking to her like just family members, just really in the club scene, going out, and even in Texas too. There's like some sounds coming in and out of Texas within the Mexican American community. So this music, man, is like tribal cumbia, where it's like a style of cumbia that is like born in Monterrey, Mexico, or Monterrey, you gotta say it right. And
Monterrey.
This producer, DJ Otto, man, it's just like, I feel like Mexico doesn't get enough credit for the music that they've created, and a lot of people think of Mexican music as like, mariachi or banda music or whatever like that. And there's a lot of young kids making electronic music there, and people are just not, they're not noticing it. And it's like crazy because within Latin America, the main star is like music from Cuba and the Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico and Panama and stuff like that, like reggaeton and Latin house and stuff like that, and Latin rap. But you would think that Mexico would have some huge, music that will go viral, but it doesn't really happen that way. It kind of gets consumed at a mass level in Mexico because they have the craziest population. But this is what it is.
Yeah. Have you sampled this?
I've tried Cumbia Tribal before.
You have this other track we're about to get into right now. Let's get into this track right here. Yo, this is how I know you're a SoundCloud nigga. This shit was uploaded 9 years ago, bro. How do you even find it 9 years ago?
I don't know, man. I have different ways of digging. Sometimes I look for samples on SoundCloud. And
Yo, what's the roots of this track? What's the background?
I was looking for samples. That sounds like that's Colombian music.
Wow.
I'm not pretty sure.
Yo, this is hard.
Actually, it might be West African, bro. It might be like Senegalese, because like, you know, a lot of that style of music is traded off and like shared and it comes from the same roots.
How do you say the name of them?
This is so the uploader is some guy, just some user, but I would say Lucas de say the who knows, man. Sometimes it's just a big question mark.
Fire. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yo, let's play that track by you and Jules. How do you pronounce it again? I can't even pronounce this shit properly.
Angele Nifie.
Yo, this is a classic. When's this coming out, Kai?
This month, man.
This month, right? Coming out on Soulection.
Yeah.
Yo, it's been a long time coming, man. It's a classic right here. Welcome. We back, man. We back. Once again, this is coming out on Soulection later this month. Stay tuned. Sango Jules.
Mm-hmm.
Classic, man. This is already a classic. It hasn't even dropped yet. Yeah. Yo, that breakdown, the amapiano part right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this part right here, bro. Yo, whose idea was this to add this segment?
I would say it was my. I actually did the drum work and the sax work on that section.
Fire.
But I believe Jules was like someone that inspired me to add more to it, because he was like, you know, we should add it more to the song, because we were listening to one version forever, and then we just felt like it was like time for us to just add on more to the song, make it more full.
I'm gonna play this back from the middle. What's that sample, and like how would you describe this genre, this sound? Because I've been having a hard time trying to define it in one term. You can't really do it.
I would say it like this. Amapiano is a form of house music because it's 4 on the floor, but its elements are heavily rooted in my theory in just like the taste of people from Johannesburg and like their sense of taste in jazz music and modern music as well, and like as far as reggae and blues and soul. And you know, just to be honest with you, house music was born in Chicago and it traveled all over the world. There's different versions of house music. You got New York, you have French, you have you know UK based house music. You have stuff from LA. You have people in LA making house music, you know, all over the place. So it just made its way to Johannesburg, and it's just like the most beautiful version of house music I can ever think of. It's just amapiano is so much more. It's so much more than house music at this point now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But it also has like tribal and like, I don't know, Brazilian elements to it. It has jazz elements in it. It's like everything in one.
Yeah, man. It was like we chipped away at this song as we like worked on it throughout the year. We were just making sure that it was gonna be polished, man, when it came out.
Yeah. So just for the people to wrap it up here, like this is coming out May 28th, right? Is that what we said? May 28th?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Sango and Jules, 2 tracks. And then Sango's also working on Dada Senior Volume 4, which he's wrapping up. And shoot, I can't wait for that to drop.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
When are you thinking for that? When we dropping that?
Yeah, I want to drop that immediately, but it's not gonna work. Hopefully this summer, man, before the summer's over, at least get somebody something to look, you know, something to look forward to for like the warm weather.
Yeah, summertime. I think it's a summer record for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, brother, I want to thank you for your time. Then we tapped into a lot. We played some songs from you, and yo, just keep being great, bro. Like, keep being a role model to all of us, and you know, like not just on the music side, but as a family man, as just overall, you're just a solid person. So just thanks for being that guy, and I think it was only right for me to bring you on this first, you know, Soulection, SoundCloud, Twitch, you know, project, bro. And it's only right. We've been through a lot.